everybody's like taking a little share. That whole ecosystem, gone. Just get rid of it. Just like, for example, Meta, that monetized all of your content, all of your creativity, and paid you absolutely nothing. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. How much did Bitcast, a decentralized advertising subnet on Bittensor, pay me for my first ever video? About 3 months ago, this channel just passed 100 subscribers, allowing me to do my first ever paid Bitcast video. That video got about 150 views. How much did I get for that 150 views? Well, quite a lot. I'll tell you the exact amount in just a moment. But first, how much would YouTube pay me for this video? Well, zero, because YouTube will not pay small channels of less than 1,000 subscribers. You need to get to 1,000 before they start giving you a cut of the advertising revenue. When they do give you a cut of the advertising revenue, what they pay is 0.001 to 0.006. So that works out to 1/10 of a cent per view to 1/6 of a cent per view. And these are probably roughly about right because I got this from Gemini, and Gemini is of course YouTube and Google. Because surely centralized AI will be correct when it's reporting on its own products. So under the YouTube partnership program, if I did have 1,000 subscribers, I would have got paid for my 150 views. Best case scenario, 90 cents. Worst case scenario, 15 cents. How much did I actually get paid for that video? On Bitcast, $150. That's right, $1 per view. Now, if you're a small content creator or even a large content creator, you will know that $1 per view is insane. It is absolutely insane. How are they doing that? Well, it's only possible because Bitcast is a subnet on Bittensor, which is effectively like a big Y Combinator of decentralized incentivized startups. Unlike other crypto layer ones that print tokens and give them to venture capitalists and other insiders, Bittensor prints new tokens and gives them to miners and validators operating on the network, effectively anyone participating on the network, including me, making YouTube videos. And to be fully transparent, Bitcast don't always pay me $1 per view. It's actually on a minute watched, and sometimes it works out less than a minute per view, and sometimes it works out much more. And the thing I really like about Bitcast is that it fairly rewards small content creators and pays them what they're worth. So much of the payment hierarchy behind being a social media creator is borrowed from that corporate world where they don't pay you the real big bucks until you've really climbed high up the ladder. It's like, yeah, make partner and then we'll pay you what you're worth, but until then we totally own you. And it's a similar sort of model you see quite a lot of different social media providers. They're like, until you're like way up here, a massive influencer, we are not going to fairly compensate you for the effort that you put in. But Bitcast is like, no, if your content is good, even if you're a small content creator, we're going to pay you what it's worth. How did Bitcast know that my content is good? Well, they transcribe the YouTube videos and then they get separate entities called validators to compete against each other to test it for quality so they know it's good. And this is the genius of Bitcast, because before it would be really hard for a big brand to have relationships with a whole lot of small YouTube creators. I'd be calling them up going like, hey, do you want to like go into a partnership and I can plug your brand on my channel? And they'll be like, yeah, great. How many subscribers have you got? Oh, 100? Wow, 100,000? That's fantastic. No, like 100. Hello? Hello? But with Bitcast, they can write one brief and then all the different YouTube channels can then do content on it, and it can be tested for quality and how closely it matches the key points in the brief. And there's quite a lot of creative freedom about how you go about making your videos. If you went to Bitcast and go like, oh, how do you want me to do this video on this brief? They'd be like, I don't know. You're the creator. You work it out. And you'll be like, oh, okay. As long as you hit a few key points, you can go about it however you want. And coming back to the rates that YouTube pay, I didn't put these up to shame YouTube. I'm actually a big fan of YouTube. I do think they could pay a bit better than this, but at least they pay most of their influencers something. which is in contrast to the majority of other social media platforms, like for example Meta, that monetized all of your content, all of your creativity, and paid you absolutely nothing, and in the process became one of the wealthiest companies in the world. Oh, but you get to use our awesome Facebook platform. What, the one that's full of bots and AI spam? Oh, thanks. I think there's a really good reason why I no longer engage with Meta platforms. So to summarize, Bitcast is set to disrupt the whole advertising ecosystem. It's a real win for small content creators that have very defined audiences and niches that they operate in, which gives great value for particular brands that can access those niches through those content providers. And it means that the money can flow directly to those making the content. Before that, if you're a brand wanting to get a message out there, you had to go to an advertising company, write a script, you probably had to shoot an ad, hire a director, get actors. You had to pay all the rent takers, all the people like Google, or the people doing distribution, or the networks, sync licensing. Everybody's like taking a little share. That whole ecosystem, gone. Just get rid of it. Just get stuff on a brief and give it to content creators. They'll get it out there and they'll do a lot better job than traditional advertising routes. Bitcast enables brands to work with hundreds of creators at a push of the button. No middlemen and no language barriers. Unlike other crypto projects, Bitcast has been generating revenue since its inception, and its recent upgrades have helped offset the minor emissions that it needs to pay, meaning that it's now operating at a profitable level. And this leads us to why Bitcast is so critical for the wider ecosystem. Bittensor is the only major layer 1 without a marketing budget, and yet over 100 subnets are solving really difficult and critical problems in AI and tech. Yet hardly anyone in the crypto world, and definitely hardly anyone in the AI world, know it even exists. Bitcast's mission is to fill that gap. Using its decentralized network of creators, Bitcast is educating about Bittensor, raising awareness about the subnets, the products that they're building, and the problems they're trying to solve. Bitcast has even activated one-click mining, allowing YouTubers to join the network with zero technical barriers. So what exactly is the message that Bitcast is spreading? It's the Bittensor Bull Case, which is 1, the synergy. Bittensor is the perfect mix of AI and crypto. 2, the tokenomics. It mirrors Bitcoin's capped supply of 21 million tokens. And 3, the index fund. Holding Tau is like holding an index fund of 100 plus AI startups competing to innovate. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. This December, we've just had the Tau halving, where block admissions have been cut from 1 Tau down to 0.5. Just as Bitcast is introducing loads of new eyes to Bittensor, the supply is being cut in half, leading to a classic supply-demand squeeze. Bitcast isn't just stopping at YouTube. They've already expanded to X, generating hundreds of posts and hundreds of thousands of views in just a few short weeks. With their new referral scheme, anyone, creator or not, can onboard new miners and be rewarded. The Bittensor hive mind is waking up. If you want to be part of the marketing engine for decentralized AI for cutting-edge tech, then head over to Bitcast.network now. The halving has come, Bittensor is growing, and Bitcast is doing something really exciting and innovative within the ecosystem. I'm particularly interested to see how it grows into other social media platforms and how it takes on other topics apart from crypto, and I'm sure they have that in the pipelines at some stage. Alright, that's it for me. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It just helps other people like yourself find my content. Okay, till next time, see you later.